pain leads us on so many different paths. A scientist, hungry for salvation. A moody guy dressed up as a vigilante. A geek who is very spider-like. A Spider-Man of sorts, as you might see from this image. In times of desperation, we become something we want, something that harbors inside of us. An animal. Super buff. Strong. Agility. So fast, you can't believe it. We become vampiric of sorts. Monsters. This guy's an actual vampire, though. Unlike the moody vigilante who thinks he's a vampire. We become different. As I said, animalistic. There's no telling what one might do under the right circumstances that hell faces us. Happy Halloween. Well, at this point in time, it's probably Mariah Carey season already. No! Thank you. Anyway, I got these books today, and sorry, I would have done like 3 specific intros that would have tied into all of this. One was like the Batman, recreating the Batman monologue from the Batman.
Thursday, October 31st.
The Morbius intro, what y'all just saw at the beginning, and Spider-Man 3 related, probably. And that would have killed my YouTube channel because of copyright claim. I wanted to do something very cool. I'm saving Werewolf by Night for next Halloween because that would be so much fun. Yeah, so the books I've got today are the Morbius Omnibus and Spider-Man by Todd McFarlane Omnibus, including his most famous Spider-Man Tournament run, and the Batman Year One book by Frank Miller and David Mazzucchelli. And without further ado, let's get into the unboxing. So the first one is, I know it is, Batman Year One because it's very slim and feels like a paperback. And opening it up, it is Batman Year One. And this is just a very classic cover, David Mazzucchelli's Batman. It's very like, flat. It's not very flat. I wouldn't say it's flat, but it's simple but elegant, is how they say. And it's just very beautiful, just like this simple like black of Batman. And then you have like all the different, yeah, it's just very beautiful. It goes around to the back, and it is written by Frank Miller, the Batman writer. It is just so beautiful. I already read the story a million times over and over again, and I never reviewed it on my channel, so I'm going to save this for review. But honestly, art and story, I gotta say, 10 out of 10. But without further ado, let's just go on to the back. In 1986, Frank Miller and David Mazzucchelli produced this groundbreaking reinterpretation of the origin of Batman, who he is and how he came to be. Written shortly after The Dark Knight Returns, Miller's dystopian fable of Batman's final days, Year One, has set the stage for a new vision of the legendary character. This edition includes the complete graphic novel, a new introduction by writer Frank Miller, and a new illustrated afterword by artist David Mazzucchelli. Completing this collection are over 40 pages of never-before-seen developmental material, such as character and layout sketches, sample script pages, sketches, and more that provide a glimpse into the making of this contemporary classic. This book is literally the basis for any Batman origin story. Frank Miller redid the entirety of Batman and made if you see any Batman movies or like any new Batman books, thank Frank Miller for making this version of Batman. This is the Batman we all know and love. The dark, the gritty, a dystopian Gotham City. Something like that. If you see any new Batman movies that are like that, thank Frank Miller for that. Like any Batman books from then on, from like Dark Knight Returns, Batman Year One, so on and so forth, thank Frank Miller for that. I already have read this book. It's a beautiful book, so 20 out of 10. I'm going to do a review on it at some point when I collect all the Frank Miller Batman books. Next up, I think this is the Morbius Omnibus. Future me, tell me if that's right.
You right.
And it is. Oh my god, that is so cool. So I've been meaning to get this omnibus for like a very long time now, and I'm really stoked that I finally have it in my possession because I've heard great things about this book in particular in terms of the origins of Morbius, because people are gonna so hate on me for this. And don't unsubscribe, please. There's still great content coming on my channel. Please, I will entertain you, but I actually kind of really like the Morbius movie. But reason for that being, it's not the best Marvel movie. It's not even close to that. but it's fun. I love it because it's an interesting concept for a story, and I want to compare it to the original origins of Morbius. It'd be very interesting. I'm really excited to read it because Michael Morbius is such a fascinating character, and I'm excited to see how they did it, and hoping and wondering how they're going to go through with Jared Leto as Morbius in the future of the Sony Spider-Man universe, which is going to be interesting. So just the concept of a vampire made scientifically is just so freaking awesome. Also, I just really love this cover. Just so beautiful. I love it so much. You have, again, like, most of, like, the Marvel omnibus books that collects, like, a bunch of the classic omnibus stuff. You have all, like, the issues on the back, and that is very beautiful. This collects how many issues? So, there's 6, 7, 5. So, 35 plus 36. 35 plus 6, so that's 41. So there's 41 issues in this book. Parental advisory. Who needs it? Yeah, let's read all of this. The complete classic adventures of Marvel's Morbius, the living vampire. Collecting the Amazing Spider-Man 101 through 102, Marvel Team Up 3 through 4, Giant Size Superheroes number 1, Fear 20 through 31, Vampire Tales 1 through 5, 7 through 8, and 10 through 11, Giant Size Werewolf number 4, Marvel Preview number 8, Marvel Premiere 28, Marvel 2-in-1 15, Spectacular Spider-Man 6 through 8 and 38, and The Savage She-Hulk 9 through 12. Yeah, without further ado, let's just open this bad boy. And with the sword of Vishanti broken, I can no longer open my books. I'm sorry if I seem very disinterested. I'm just really tired. I woke up from a nap, and it is late, and these books just arrived. Pardon my sleepiness. And there we go. All right, this is the cover. I don't think it's going to be the exact art side because this collects art from the 70s, 80s, so on and so forth. I wish they do like a hardcover complete collection of like the 1990s 12-issue or like 9-issue Morbius run, because I read like issue number 3 of that in Midnight Suns, and it is actually really good. I really want to see how they continue with that because it looks like an interesting series and I want to read it. Okay, so it is like Man-Thing. They do have like resketches of like classic black and white issues in between. I'm really intrigued to see the rest of this because this really does look beautiful. Morbius is a very fascinating character, and I'm really excited to see how they played him in the movie compared to the book. I want to see what they do. And just a review of Morbius, the Living Vampire Omnibus. So, art, 20 out of 10. Packaging, 20 out of 10. Story, I have no idea because I've not read this yet. But it does look like a very interesting concept for stories. So I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give it 10 out of 10. Yeah, on to the final one, which is the entire Spider-Man by TODD MCFARLANE Omnibus. Oh! Alright, so if you don't know which variant I got the symbiote cover variant because I already got the symbiote cover variant for the David Michelinie and TODD MCFARLANE Spider-Man Omnibus. If you haven't seen that, check the description. It is a very beautiful book, and if you don't know, I have an Instagram, by the way, if you want to check it out. It's the same as my YouTube channel name, but I didn't trace this, but I redrew, like, this is the classic Spider-Man by TODD MCFARLANE pose, and I did it as the original, like, red and suit cover, which is the classic one that Todd did, well, Mr. McFarlane did, and then I got the symbiote cover variant, which is this one, same pose, but it's in the black suit, so there's a lot more, like, folds on the skin. You can see more, and, like, you can see like where the shading goes and like what parts stick out as blue. You can easily tell like it's TODD MCFARLANE Spider-Man because of like the eyes. It's very cool. I love how Todd focuses on more of the spider instead of the man, with Spider-Man like contorts him into all these different pieces. And it's just very cool to me. I love it. I'm just really excited to read this because I heard great things about Todd's Spider-Man. I knew he did like his stuff with David Michelinie. I assumed like that was all in this book. I figured they just did 2 different omnibus books. I didn't realize that Todd actually wrote and illustrated like a whole 14-issue run of Spider-Man. There is an exception issue, though, of Spider-Man. There's some of Spider-Man written by Rob Liefeld, but it is X-Force.
I was always appalled by the blatant sexism in the group's name. X-Men? Men? The point is, our group will be forward-thinking, gender neutral. From now on, we'll be known as X-Force.
Isn't that a little derivative?
Yeah, Rob Liefeld did X-Force. That's kind of like leading into when Rob Liefeld created Deadpool. But it's when Spider-Man somewhat joins X-Force. But I'm really excited to read a bunch of this because I love Todd McFarlane's work. I love Spawn. I love some of his Batman stuff. I love Batman Year 2. But I'm really a massive fan of Spawn. And after reading David Michelinie's Spider-Man with art by Todd McFarlane, I was hooked on Todd immediately too. But I was really hooked when he did Spawn, when I read the first Spawn compendium. It is just amazing. But yeah, now I got all his Spider-Man stuff, which is pretty epic. If I can just get the wrapping off. All right, so again, with like the classic omnibus stuff, you do have like all the issues. There are about 16 books in here. What this does is it basically is a retelling, well, not a retelling, but like a whole new take on Spider-Man. It's not The Amazing Spider-Man, it is Spider-Man by Todd McFarlane. But what it is basically Peter Parker going through a bunch of troubles, and I just love how like it shows that through, like you can easily tell like what he's going through the covers, and it's just beautiful. And you have a bunch of the art in the back. Sorry if I just geek over all of this. It's just Todd McFarlane is such an amazing writer and artist. I love him so much. I love his work. I would love to work with him someday because I'm gonna keep a secret. But I have a secret, and I'm not gonna tell you what it is yet until I finish it. What is the book like without like the slipcover? Oh, that is cool. My God, that is beautiful. So beautiful, I almost died. The art is too beautiful for mortal men. I just got over being sick, and I didn't realize I'd end up dying again. Yeah, that is just so beautiful. This looks amazing. Like, reason I love all Todd McFarlane's art is because the art just pops out of the page. It just is there. It is beautiful. Like, it just pops out. It's there, and all the colors are just so eye-catching because that's what I want to see in a comic book. Something sort of realistic, but borderline unrealistic. But all coming together to form a beautiful baby to be like, it is a comic book, but it's just popping that. It's like, what is happening? And you're so interested, it catches your eye, and you want to learn more, and that's just great visual storytelling too. And now with captions and like word bubbles, it tells a great story. Makes those two together, you get a beautiful baby, and I think that is what Spider-Man Todd McFarlane is. Where you have Todd McFarlane and David Michelinie Spider-Man. A great writer and a great artist come together and they form a beautiful baby. It's very cool. I think that's why I love Spawn so much. You have a bunch of great writers and a bunch of great artists coming together to form this amazing, like, saga of a character that came out of its own and just has been consistently amazing the whole way through. I love it. Yeah, let's read the back. Todd McFarlane, Spider-Man #1 changed the industry. Comic books would never be the same again. Todd McFarlane had already changed the way the world looked at Spider-Man, and by launching a new title, writing and drawing The Wall Crawler, he tore up the rule book once again. Now his entire best-selling Spider-Man series is collected in one stunning volume. That's so cool. It collects Spider-Man 1990 #1 through 14 and #16. and X-Force 1991 #4. Written and illustrated by Todd McFarlane with Rob Liefeld. Sorry, I'm too busy. Look at how beautiful this is. This book has never been read, and I'm so happy. It is so beautiful. We got Kraven the Hunter! Ah! Anyone else excited to see Kraven the Hunter and in his own solo movie? That would be pretty cool. Again, reason why it's great visual storytelling. It's beautiful. It goes all the way across the pages. Again, just every page, it gets better and better and better. It starts off amazing and beautiful and just gets better from there. You have no idea how happy this makes me because Spider-Man, because I feel like Todd McFarlane, or superheroes in general and Todd McFarlane go beautifully together. It's just so amazing. So awesome. I am so happy. I don't even know the story yet, and everything is just a million out of 10 across the board. This has to be one of the best books I've ever had right now. I have like so many books that I also have that are some of the best books I've read, but like Paul Jenkins and Jay Lee's Inhumans, but like this is one of them. This is definitely up there as my #1 favorite comic books. There's so many great books. Like I have so many good books, and every time I collect a book, I would just pick books at random, and I'm just excited to read new books, and every time they steal my heart. Like there are a bunch of books that I have that are across the board like good, and this is definitely one of the best ones I've got in my collection. I am so happy, and I am so excited to read this. This is awesome. I am so stoked. I'm sorry if I geek out for like, oh my god, I've geeked out for 11 minutes straight about Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man. But my god, is that beautiful. It is so cool. You even have like some of it on the side. And it is still so cool. Yeah, so everything has been amazing across the board for this video. Everything is just so beautiful. My god. So, everything so far has just been A+++. I'm so happy. I don't know, it's just like you can tell, like, I'm visibly happier right now. But, my god, that is so cool. My god, I'm so happy. Yeah, but thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tap the notification bell so you never miss a video from me. Please just do subscribe to my friends' channels are in the description down below. Please do subscribe to me. It really helps with the channel a ton. If you want to see more content like this, if you want to see more books that, if you have any recommendations for books that you want to see from me, put them in the comment section down below. I would love to check them out. I think next I'm probably going to be doing Kingspawn Volume 3 and The Scorched Volume 2, and or Marvel Civil War, because that was recommended by a great subscriber, and I can't wait to do that one. Yeah, but thank you everybody so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!